What if you could make an extra $1,000 a month selling things you never have to physically make, store, or ship, from a platform with over 90 million active buyers who are literally there specifically to spend money? That's Etsy in 2024, and most people still think it's just for handmade jewelry and knitted sweaters. It is absolutely not. The category's blowing up right now: digital downloads, print on demand, digital templates, planners, editable files. These are things you can create once and sell forever. We're talking passive income for real. In this video, I'm walking you through how to go from zero to your first $1,000 on Etsy. Stick with me, because I'm going to cover every step. Let me give you the business case first, because I want you to be fired up about this. Etsy had 91.5 million active buyers in 2023. These are people with credit cards who specifically came to that platform to buy things. The intent is there. Unlike social media where you're interrupting people, Etsy customers are actively searching for what they want. The platform favors new sellers in a way that most marketplaces don't. Etsy's algorithm actually boosts new listings for a short window after they go live, giving you early visibility to see if the product gets traction. This is genuinely useful for testing new products without paid advertising. And the niche that is most opportunity-rich right now is digital products. Why? Because once you create the file, your cost of goods sold is essentially zero. You create a Canva template or a printable planner once, it sells 100 times. All 100 of those sales are nearly pure profit. You don't pack, you don't ship, you don't deal with inventory. The customer downloads it immediately. People on Etsy right now are buying budget planners, wedding templates, resume templates, social media graphics packages, party invitations, business card templates, wall art prints, educational worksheets for kids, meal planning guides, workout trackers. The list is enormous. If you can design it in Canva, you can sell it on Etsy. A lot of people set up their Etsy shop wrong and wonder why they don't get sales. Let me give you the right setup. Shop name. Make it memorable and relevant to your niche. Don't overthink it, but don't be generic either. Peachy Prints Co. or Crisp Design Studio, something that sounds like a real brand. You can change it once, so make it something you can grow into. Shop policies. Fill these out completely. Etsy buyers look at shop policies. Clear return exchange policies. For digital items, all sales are final is standard and expected, and clear processing times build confidence. Shop banner and logo. These need to look professional. Use Canva. They have Etsy banner templates. First impressions matter. An amateurish storefront loses sales, even if the products are great. About section. Tell your story. Who are you? What do you make? Why do you make it? People buying on Etsy often want a connection to the seller. A real human about section increases conversion. Payment setup. Connect your bank account through Etsy Payments. Make sure this is working before you go live. Profile photo. Use a real photo of yourself or a professional logo, not a stock photo. Authenticity. Now the most important thing. Before you list your first product, do competitive research. Search Etsy for the type of product you want to sell. Look at the best sellers. Read their reviews. Look at their pricing. Look at how they've written their titles and descriptions. This research is gold. You're reverse engineering what works before you spend time creating. Here's where people get stuck. They don't know what to make or how to make it. Let me give you the fastest path. Tool, Canva. The free version of Canva is sufficient to create almost any digital product you'd sell on Etsy. Canva has templates for planners, worksheets, posters, cards, social media graphics, and hundreds of other formats. You don't need to be a designer. You need to be able to customize existing templates into something that looks polished and serves a real purpose. What to make? The research process. Go to Etsy, search in your category of interest, sort by most reviews, or look at what comes up at the top, organically. These are the proven winners. Your job is not to copy them. Your job is to understand what need they're meeting and create your own version that fills the same need. See a budget planner with 2,000 reviews? There's clearly demand. Make your own version with your own design aesthetic and your own unique angle. Budget planner for freelancers or bi-weekly pay budget planner. Delivering the product. Digital products on Etsy are delivered as a file download, usually PDF for printable items, or a PDF Canva link for editable templates. When someone purchases, they get instant access to download. You set this up in the listing by uploading your digital file when creating the listing. For Canva-based templates that customers need to edit, you share a Canva template link, which lets buyers open and edit the template in their own Canva account without having access to your original. There are tutorials on YouTube walking through this process specifically. Volume matters. Plan to launch with at least 10 to 15 listings, not just 1 or 2. Etsy's algorithm rewards shops with more listings, and the variety increases the chances that someone finds you. Your listing has 2 jobs: getting found, SEO, and getting the click plus purchase. Both matter. Etsy SEO, how titles work. Etsy uses the keywords in your title and tags to determine what searches your listing appears in. Your title should start with your most important keywords. Weekly budget planner printable, monthly finance tracker, expense log PDF, instant download, is better than beautiful budget planner. Think about what your customer types into the search bar when they're looking for what you sell. Those phrases are your keywords. Tags. Etsy gives you 13 tags per listing. Use all 13. Use multi-word phrases, 2 to 4 words, not single generic words. Budget planner printable is better than planner. Think about all the ways someone might search for your product. Listing photos. Photos are everything. For digital products, you need mock-up images. These show what the product looks like in a realistic setting, printed out on a desk, on a phone screen, filled in as a sample. Canva has mock-up templates. Sites like Smart Mockups let you place your design into professional product photos. Your first image should clearly show what the product is. Subsequent images can show different pages, how to use it, what's included. Price. For digital products, the typical range is $3 to $15 for individual items, $10 to $30 for larger bundles. Check competitors. Don't undercut the market significantly. Etsy buyers aren't primarily price shopping the way Amazon buyers are. They're looking for quality and the right design aesthetic. The hardest part of a new Etsy shop is getting traction because Etsy's algorithm rewards shops with a history. Here's how to bootstrap that. Etsy ads. Consider running Etsy ads on your first few listings with a small budget, $1 to $3 day. This gets early visibility and, more importantly, gives you data on which products people click on. You'll see which listings get impressions and click-throughs even before they convert to sales. That data tells you what's working visually and in the search results. Share outside of Etsy. Post your listings on Pinterest, huge for Etsy traffic, relevant Facebook groups, and Instagram. If you have any social media following at all, a genuine post about your new shop drives early traffic and potentially your first few sales. Friends and family. Your first sales don't have to come from strangers. Tell people in your life what you're selling. Not in a pushy way, just, hey, I just launched this shop. Here's what I'm selling if you know anyone who might be interested. Early sales trigger early reviews, which builds social proof. Reviews are currency. Your first 5 or 10 reviews are enormously valuable on Etsy. Follow up with every buyer via Etsy's messaging system after purchase. I hope you love your product. If you have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you enjoy it, a quick review means the world to small shops like ours. Many happy customers will leave a review when asked this way. Respond to all messages quickly. Etsy shows sellers' response time publicly. A fast response time builds trust and can mean the difference between a sale and someone moving on to another shop. Getting your first few sales is one thing. Getting to consistent $1,000 months is about multiplication. Add more listings. The shops making serious money on Etsy typically have 50, 100, 200 plus listings. Each new listing is another entry point for customers to find you. Think of each listing as a tiny ad that runs forever. Create bundles. Take your individual products and bundle them at a discount. A wedding printable bundle with 5 individual items at $8 each becomes a bundle for $25. Higher average order value. Seasonal content. Some of the highest selling periods on Etsy are seasonal. Christmas printables in November-December, Valentine's Day in January-February, back to school in August. Plan your product calendar around these peaks. Expand your niche. Once you know what's selling in one category, apply the same research and create process to adjacent categories. Sold a lot of budget planners? Try meal planning templates. Sold wedding printables? Try bridal shower games. Study your analytics. Etsy gives you data on which listings get views, which get favorites, and which convert to sales. The ones with views but no sales need better photos or prices. The ones with sales but few views need better SEO. Your analytics tell you exactly where to focus. The shops hitting $5,000 to $10,000 per month on Etsy are doing this systematically. Research, create, optimize, repeat. Etsy is one of the most accessible ways to start making money online right now. You don't need a big following. You don't need to run ads to start. And with digital products, you don't need inventory or capital. You need a few hours, a Canva account, and the willingness to do the research and create something people actually want. Your first $1,000 is absolutely achievable. The path is right here. Like and subscribe. I drop side hustle and income strategies every week. Drop a comment. What kind of digital products would you consider selling? I want to hear where your brain goes. See you on the next one.